Okay. Let's find the video. Just trying to make some space here. Okay. Hello, Karen. Hello, Shaz. Hello, Laura and Beck. It's been raining cats and dogs here. Hello, Robin. Right. I'm just going to share. At least I'm going to do them all myself. Yes, Naomi and Quentin are at Coles. Hello, Jeanette. Oh, we want that one. We want create a family group. And this one, we're going to put in the live notification group. There. Right. That worked. And then rightio. Oh dear. I don't know what's going on there. Hello, Di and Raquel. Hello, Tash. Hello, Faina. Just making sure I've got everyone because. Hello, Pam. It's putting it all in odd order. Rightio. So tonight we're using cats and dogs. Where, if you didn't get the memo, we're making a 6-inch by 8-inch mini book. Hello, Joanne. I intend on getting as much of it finished. And we're going to go till about, let's go an hour and a half max. Hello, Diana. Let's do an hour and a half max. Hello, Paula. No, I'm not going to put that up yet. I'm just going to show you cats and dogs if you've forgotten what cats and dogs paper looks like. We've got some new stuff too for this class. That's paper 1. It's going to be a quick run through. Paper 2, bit cat themed, those cutouts, those fuzzy cuts. We'll hear the football announcer. Football is on. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Paper 3, that's the dog theme one. We're using that. We are making a dog book tonight. Paper 4. No, I had to snitch a piece of that because I needed it because I didn't have a piece left. Paper 5 and paper 6. So that's our papers for cats and dogs. Now, cats and dogs has lots of stuff. Yeah. It is going to have more, but I just got to get there. So we've got things like chipboard paw prints, arrows. We've got like words like fur buddies in our mini block words. You'll see more soon. And then it goes with these Boys World words, definitely. Let's leave a lot over there. There's a couple of stencils that work with. So if you wanted to do some mixed media in this book, you could. There's little paw prints and big paw prints. And then there's this bow tie, candles, and party hats. You'll understand. Because I may have not read the memo, it was a dog mini book tonight. Well, I'm going to show you how to make the mini book. So I think it's probably worth watching. We have a lot of dogs already as color cuts. No cats yet. But I'm going to say there's more dogs coming. They just take time. They take time to make. Let me move that out of the way. This is what we made this week in the June group. We started June this week. So it was super fun times. And it's all about birthdays or all about balloons this week. Let's put that there. At the top of some other stuff. So we have got a fussy cut edition. If you've been on the website, you will have seen it. No sound. Oh, has anyone else got sound? Can someone let me know if they have sound? Have we got sound? I just want to make sure before we go any further if we have sound. Has everyone got sound? Everyone's got sound. You might need to go out and come back in, Shaz. Go out and come back in. How do you say that when you haven't got sound? When someone's not got sound. Hello, Jacqueline. Everyone's got sound. Facebook and YouTube. Okay. Awesome. So I did a fussy cut edition, which is in the kit. There's a lot in this kit on YouTube. Yep, for sound. Awesome. Thank you, Paula. And this is new. This is, Shaz, you may need to log out and then log back in. Okay. Thank you, Karen. Thank you so very much. You know, I have actually pre-typed my measurements for tonight. I have actually spent a lot of hours prepping for tonight's class. You'll see when I get started exactly what I mean. So at the moment, these are $2.95. Look, I've not had time to price them out. I have no idea. They will be more than $2.95 probably, but I might just keep them at $2.95 until I get a chance next week. Karen, it's the Cats and Dogs collection. Yep. So this is new. Been on the drawing board for a while, but this is new. So this seemed like a perfect time. So there's one of these in the kit as well. The kit for this class is $69.95. I'm going to put it up now. I'm just going to make it live. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come across. There's no picture. Obviously, we have not finished the class. Oh, and of course it didn't arrive yet on the website. Let's click on what's new here. Okay. I'll refresh it again and see if it comes up. Okay. So new titles that went up today. So we've got Dogs Rule. I'm going to say I'm not. No, I'm not a dog fan. We don't have a dog. I've never owned a dog. Quentin had a dog for 2 weeks. It ran out. It was a cattle obviously. It was a working dog because he's a horsey person. Ran out in front of a car. So his mother said no more dogs. Unless the dogs live at the farm, they're not allowed to live at home because it was emotionally draining. So, yeah. How are you, Michelle? I'm just going to get a link for this kit. I'm on my own, so please bear with me. I think I have got it right. I have listened to what people requested. So we've got Dogs Rule, Puppy Daycare, and Doggy Daycare, As Cute as a Puppy, A Little Dog's Rule, A Smaller Dog's Rule, and then It's a Dog's Life. It's meant to have an apostrophe, technically, but it doesn't look good with an apostrophe. And Doggone Gorgeous. Oh, and these are a couple more words that we thought would go with this book but aren't in the kit, like dog, sweet as can be, and adoption. Oh, here we go. I'm going to put the link up before I miss too many comments. Oh. Back again. Awesome, Sharon or Shaz. Love the tag, says Laura. I'm in love with the new tag, says Jacqueline. See you in the morning yesterday. You could have called to let me know. Thanks, Karen. Hello, Michelle. I've always had dogs, work and pet. Yeah. Mamie John's allergic to animals, so yeah. She was born with a mortal fear of dogs. And I'm going to say I was as well. Actually, I wasn't born with a mortal fear of dogs. I used to love, like my grandma had corgis, and my granddad always had working dogs until he was like quite old and should have been retired. My granddad was a farrier. He was a dog catcher when I was a kid, but for a while. My granddad always had working dogs because with horses. Quentin's dad always had working dogs. Always had cattle dogs and kelpies. But yeah, I was bitten when I was probably about 4 or 5 by a neighbour's Alsatian, and it was quite traumatic. So yeah, that kind of cured me of dogs. And then we've got Puppy Love, which we're going to use on the front cover of our mini book. Millie Ann Beagle Scribe tonight. Oh, I think she's actually out there watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or something on Kids Channel or something. I don't know. I was going to try, but I've already typed it in. Hey, Pam, doggy daycare, odd, perfect for you. Oh, yes. Need lots of doggy daycare and puppy daycare. Yeah, I wish she could scribe, but she won't. Hello, Margaret. How are you? But yeah, I loved dogs when I was little. But it can be quite traumatic. I also liked horses and used to ride horses until I was bucked off in a riding accident. Yeah, no. Quentin's a horsey person. But we don't have horses because they cost too much. Okay, so this is the new colour cuts. Quentin reckons there's 45 pieces. He counted it. I'm going to trust him. It is accessories and words. I don't know what happened there. It's got lots of things in it. It's got the gifts because, you know, I have noticed that you guys do a lot of pet birthdays. A lot of people and a lot of customers do pet birthday pages. So sorry if you don't, but I have noticed a lot of people do their pets' birthdays. Or they get pets for birthdays or Christmas. So where are we? There we go. So that's what's in it. Lots of doggy daycare photos. I might do this one for Scruffy. I think it will be very good for Scruffy. I was actually thinking about Scruffy as I was making it. Help scribe as best I can. Awesome. Thank you, Jacqueline. Love the chipboard, says Mel. I was bitten in the middle of a dog fight when I was about 2 years old, but it never deterred me. I guess I was too young. It would be tragic, though. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty yucky experience. It also ate my guinea pigs. And the owners of the dog didn't see a problem with it biting children. Like, it actually left their yard and came into our yard, like came through our fence to bite me. And it did the same thing when it ate my guinea pigs. It actually flipped over the guinea pig cage. Okay. So we're making a 6x8. I'm not going to cut. All our kids have dogs in their families, even the single kids. Oh, wow. I am not going to cut every single piece in the class. Small items on my wish list now. I have 2 dogs, 1 cat, and 3 chooks. We got 2 chooks, 2 budgies, and 2 cats right now. One of the cats is being very annoying. Oh, I can hear the football. My cat is the subject of 90% of all my photos. Yeah. Try and get a nice photo of the cats, and yeah. Had to pick 3 prickles out of Missy this morning after we did the gate for Quentin and Naomi. So I have cut part of it already, so you can see it, but I'm going to cut the other bits. So this is like from about, like, this point here is like the halfway point in the book. So it's going to have a flippy thing. So each opening is going to have a flippy thing. And you've got 2 covers, which I haven't stuck on. And then in here, there is a card for 2 photos, right? So this takes 34 photographs. Let me pop my photograph banner up if you want to then take a screenshot. There we go. There's our photo banner. Go back to comments. When I was a kid, one of our working dogs bit me lightly and Dad soon fixed that. Oh, no, this was not a light bite. This was not a light bite, unfortunately. The corgis never even snapped at me, you know. And corgis are a bit snappy dogs. Yeah. Belinda was the main one. She had the longest. Belinda didn't even, yeah. And, you know, Belinda and I used to swim in my wading pool and run around together. And, yeah, no. Yeah, Belinda was never snappy. So you can see each one, and then we make a pocket. And then this one's going to have these two. The base is black cardstock. So understanding that black cardstock, you can mark it. And then we've got this here. So each of the signatures, so we're going to call them signatures. They're single piece signatures. Each signature makes up a portion of the spine. So you can see this bit starts here and it comes all the way out to this point here and then makes part of this pocket. Hello, Trish at St. Lawrence. So we're going to make 2 more. So we're going to make 5 in total. Now, normally when I make a mini book, what I've been doing is I love making the covers. I love making the covers because I invented and designed a set of tools to make the covers and to cover mini books, to make it so easy, like to address the issues I had and that everyone else had. The issue with that is when you make the cover first is then I go, well, what the hoo-ha am I going to put inside this? Like, what am I going to do with this now? I have made this awesome cover. What am I going to put in it? Oh, that does not fit there. Let's sit that up there. Just stay. So this time I had a good think about it. And I started from my pages and then my fussy cards and color cards. So the colors. So I've got like lime green, red, and this dark blue, right? And what I wanted to be able to, and a little bit of black and white. And what I wanted to be able to do was bring those colors together, but I just needed something like the yellow just to give it a bit more bazinga. And, you know, my hour and a half, I've already wasted 20 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut, stay there. We're going to cut 2 more base pieces and construct those and get this ready, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to make our covers and then we're going to stick our pages to our cover. And then what we'll do is we'll get the rest of our bits ready to decorate, and we'll do some decorating, but we will pull up stumps at 8:30. I was told I was born on a horse with a cat under my arm and a dog running beside. Yep. I actually think my granddad might have been born on a horse, because there are pictures of him as a really tiny tacker on a horse. Okay. But quite likely, Pam, you are, the photos of you riding when you were younger, I am in awe, an absolute awe, Pam. We need to do a horsey book for you, Pam. I've been thinking about it. I need to come up with some more horse stuff. I need to have enough to make a horse book. Yep. So we're going to do our black pieces. I'm going to take down the photos. I'm just going to go over here. And this is our black cardstock here. So your kit will have 6 sheets of black cardstock. 5 of them you will get the oh no, just wait, wrong black cardstock instruction. Right. 5 of them will be used for the 7.5 by 11 3/4 and the 7 1/4 by 4 1/4. So from one piece, you're going to get one of each of those 2 measurements that's on the screen. So we're going to cut at 7.5 by 11 3/8, not 3/4. It's right on the screen. So 11 3/8 is halfway between 11 1/4 and 11 1/2. That is because our spine is 3/8 of an inch wide. And then we're going to take our leftover piece and we're going to cut it at 7 1/4 by 4 1/4. We're going to completely finish one of these before, like we're going to score it and stick it in everything before we do that. Pam is back helping at the writing for the disabled again. Oh, she'll have to get some photos to scrap her time there. Oh, definitely. Definitely, Pam. That's awesome. So this bigger piece, so this piece was 7.5 by 11 3/8. We're going to put it in our school board and we're going to score in at 5.5 inches, turn it round, and do the same again, and at 5.5 inches. I'm not going to make you measure 3/8 on your school board. We're just going to come 5.5 in from each end. Then we're going to fold it. And see, you can make a mark on black quite easily. Amelia was a bit upset. She was telling me just before when I walked past the lounge room that Lisa Vanderpump's pink dog died. So she was invested in pink dog. And then on our piece that was 7 1/4 by 4 1/4, we're going to come in 1 inch from one end. We have it in portrait, and then we're going to fold that over and we're going to do that. Let's stick that together and then we'll make the other one and then we'll stick them all together. So this is how we make a unit, like a piece, a page. So we're going to get our piece, our flippy piece, and we're going to put adhesive on it, tape and glue. And what we're going to do is we're going to burnish that so that we don't have any air bubbles left in it that can deoxygenate. And I'm going to get some glue. I'm just getting out my good glue, my new glue that I have hiding in here. Pam is definitely awesome. Then what we're going to do is take the back off that. And when we're looking at our book, it goes over here on the right-hand side at the top. Oh, is that glue? So I don't believe in investing in a glue spreader other than your fingers or the side of the nozzle. Look at that. Look what the side of the nozzle does. Look at that. Beautiful. Don't want it too high up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to stick this on so it's just right at the top here and over on this edge. So we've got tape for grip, glue for slip. So the glue gives us a bit of slippage while we're sticking and getting it in place. Just got to be careful of glue oozes. And slips. Look at that. I did that this morning. So yes, I have spent a lot of time on this book already. This is not a book that's going to take you an hour. Oh, no, I don't think it'll take you an hour and a half. So we're just going to burnish that in there. And I'm kind of trying to push the glue into the center. Make sure there's no glue ooze at the top. Right. So then what we need to do on this left-hand page, so this here, I've found my happy place again. That is so good. On this left side here, we're going to border the top, the bottom, and the spine side with tape. I'm not using red tape. So the top, the bottom, and the spine side. Don't do the open side, but this is on the front of it, or the left side. Oh, and there goes the football announcer. And then here on the spine side. I'm using 6mm tape, and I am going to burnish this. And then down the center of the spine, I'm going to put some 6mm tape. You could use red tape for this. I do glue and tape. I know I'm a red tape advocate, but yeah. We just couldn't get the red tape for so long last year and earlier this year. It was just, I did learn how not to use it. So this is what a piece looks like. So it's got, so at the front here, we've got the C shape. We've got on the spine some tape, and then we've made our flippy thing. Now we're going to secure this even more when we stick our page on here. Put that there and make another one. So we're going 7.5 by 11 3/8. And then we're going to cut this at 7 1/4 by 4 1/4. Oh, scoreboard. That's what I need next. So we're scoring this at 5.5. Turn it round. And 5.5. And I'm going to score this in 1 inch from one end. If you production line it and do all the cutting, then all the scoring, then all the taping, then all the burnishing, it is quicker. Just putting it there with my pile of scraps. I am finding that where I score, if I make that the mountain, like where I score on the surface and score a groove in with some card stocks, because a couple of the mills have sort of changed what they're doing a little. Not a lot, just a tiny bit, just enough that there's, where I didn't have cracking, I now have cracking. Not much, but enough for me to whinge about it. There we go. Let's put tape on this. So this is 18mm tape I'm using on this one and just 6mm on the other. And I'm just going short of the top. See, I'm not going right up to the fold. Let's burnish that. Open this up. It's going to go at the top on the right hand side. Hello Mary, how are you? And then I didn't have much glue that time. So we got tape for grip and glue for slip. That's good, Mary. You could do an all the dogs I've ever owned, or you could document a new puppy. This would be a nice gift to make if you're gifting a puppy. Like if you're giving someone a puppy as a gift, or if they've just got a puppy as a gift. It would be a lovely memorial album. I'm just cleaning the glue as I go, burnishing that down. Are there any glue oils up there? No, I did earlier. So flippers on the right. So over here, put our tape around, put our like a C shape on. I've spent most of this week trying to work on some new products, testing out new software. I'm a little bit over some software like Google, trying to tell me what I should be doing, not what I am doing. trying to preempt what I actually want. You know what? It does not know what I want. Yep. Rightio. So that's 2 units made. 2 pieces ready to go. Let's get our other bits here. These are the bits I've already prepared. So I've already made 3 others. 3 others and stuck them together. Now, in these pockets, mini albums for all my animals, past and present, even the chooks. True scrapbooker. Scrap everything and anything. Yep, that is the way to go, Jacqueline. So in these pockets are these cards. Now, these cards are 5.5 by 5.5, and then they've got a piece of the green, which is cats and dogs number 5 or 6. 5. Cats and dogs number 5. So it's got cats and dogs number 5 as a 5.25 by 5.25. So let me just change banners, and it is this banner. Here we go. Look at that. So we are going to, before we stick these together, because to make our pockets, so that makes a pocket, we need a card to stick in the pocket to give it the depth it needs to be a pocket. Oh, crutamajig. Okay. One of your pieces does not get tape. So one piece does not get tape because it's the front. Shiver me timbers. I'll peel that off later. Oh, I've got to peel it off now. It's sticky, isn't it? So black cardstock, don't just lift and rip. Just see how I'm just rolling it off. I've burnished this as well. Would have been easier if I hadn't burnished it, but then it's not going to have the same, you know, life expectancy. There we go. Take those 2 off in a minute. Let's deal with our little cards. So here are my last 2, because I've got 2 in here. Got 1 in this one and 1 in this one. These are my last 2 5.5 by 5.5 black pieces. So that's what you're going to do with piece number 6, is you're going to do that. So remember, we're only putting the C shape of tape on 4 of our 5 pieces. So then I've got a piece of cats and dogs number 5. And I'm going to cut this into, I'm going to get another 4, because I've already got 4 pieces that are 5.25 by 5.25. So one of the secrets with making a project book or making a project album, whether it's a 4x4, 2x2, 10x10, 12x12, 8x8, 6x8, like this. Secret is all of your scraps, you put them away together. So I'm actually going to cut this barcode off right now, like that, so that in my scraps I don't have barcodes on anything. So when I go to stick my pages together, like to make my backgrounds, I can just go, oh, I'm going to stick that strip there, I'm going to cut a V in that, I'm going to stick that there, I'm going to do that there, and it's all ready to go. It's like super easy, super simple, because my scraps have all got the barcodes trimmed off, and it's a nice big pile. So we're going to cut the middle out of these. This is going to be a heavy book. I'm envisaging no chippy strips or foam tape. It's going to be fairly flat, because by the time we get 34 photos matted, in there. And we have a background on each of the 10 pages. So there's 5 flippers. It's not 10 pages, actually. Are there 10 pages? No, there's not. There's 22 fronts. No, 20. There's 20 pages in the book. Put that in my pile of scraps. Get out my fakey photos I already prepared. See, I told you I was organised today. Have had a sick kid today. Different kind of sick to the other kid. Basically the same kind of thing. A very tall, very skinny, very tired, exhausted, and quite ill 17-year-old. Not good. If we ignore it when he gets sick, because he's got not much backup, because he's so skinny, he goes down. He's very, very gangly to pick up when he passes out, but he was quite ill this morning. Not good. But he has been burning the candle. I will be glad when year 12 is over. Okay, let's put the tape on the back of these. But yeah, so I spent the morning at home making sure he was okay for that first bit. Okay. So these photo cards are pretty simple. When you're putting something in a pocket, it's probably not an idea to put lots of embellishments on it that can get caught and jagged and ripped off. Well, that's what I feel. I actually don't like to put stuff in pockets that is going to get ripped off and fall off. Rightio. So when you so the kit is available now. It is $69.95. So when you go to make your book, like, you've got to sort of listen. Like I say, use 5 of your black pages to make those pieces, and then use 1 to make these, so that you don't end up making the wrong bits and the wrong bits. But you should be right. We are going to work our way through the book so that you can actually, just making sure they're the right way up, so that it makes sense. It's one little trick with one of the pieces of paper, but we're actually going to do that piece of paper. Okay, so I've worked from the back forward. You could work from the front to the back, but I worked from the back. So I'm going to stick these 2 together. I've already burnished my bits. So let's remove our tape. I'm going to roll a little bit back here from the edge. I'm a little close. Another thing when you make mini books, they can be really messy. Like I'm talking like really messy as far as pieces left over. Now, you don't want too much glue on here, but you do want some glue. I find white glue is really good for this. A lot of people use art glitter glue. I find it makes my fingers pick up all. We live in a coal area. The coal train lines are just over there, right? So I just find my fingers go sort of black a bit. I find this peels off my hands a lot better. I don't know why. Okay, so there's no easy way to do this. This is just a matter of lining it up and sticking it on. I watched an interesting film today. I'm just going to waffle while I stick this. It's better than elevator music, isn't it? Maybe it's not. I watched Under Paris. It's a French film. It's translated over. Like, it is translated. No subtitles. You didn't like Jaws and you didn't like The Meg, don't watch it. And it's a cliffhanger. Just so you know. Okay. So I really should have had this in before now, but let's pop that in there. Not too far. You don't want to go anywhere near the glue. So we want to burnish, burnish, burnish. Then what we need to do is we need to roll this down here like this, and we need to burnish that fold. Nice and tight there. Right. Yep. I was crafting, so. And then we're going to burnish this one here. In the other direction. Same fold in the other direction. Rightio. Our spine is getting bigger and it will go flat. We're going to stick that flat in our book. But I do find it's better if I just put a line of tape on each spine. Rightio. Let's just come back here and just fix this. I use that glue. I actually decant. Yes, into the glitter. Yep. Yep. Or our little applicator bottles it's good in, but yeah, I get a bit. Yeah. The applicator bottles, our little ones, are absolutely wonderful if you're crafting. Because I leave the lid off and I talk, I get sidetracked. They're not great for me as far as video teaching goes. They're really, really good for me as a crafter, to use as I craft. Oh, hello, Mel. Sorry I'm late, but I was late getting tea organised. Oh, that's okay. We had early dinner. We had dinner before Quint went to work. So yeah, I love the little applicator bottles, but not for videos because I end up having to stick a pin in them all the time. Rightio. So patience is what's needed there. Otherwise, you're going to rip it. Rightio. So this front one doesn't have the little bit around it, but it does have the piece on the spine. Oakley dokley. So with the Scrapbooking Fun Summit, I'm not allowed to share my page with you. Those little bottles are great for fine work. Yeah, I love them for like when I'm crafting. I'm not allowed to share my page with you. Yeah. So with the Scrapbooking Fun Summit, you have to find your email from us this week or one of our posts. And then what you have to do is sign up, because I'm not allowed to share my page with you. You actually have to sign up to watch my class. So we worked out, let me have a look. Just give me half a second. So is the only tape you can remove like that. It definitely is. Express-it tape is worth its weight in gold. Love, love, love my Express-it tape. Nope. I'll tell you exactly how long you've got until my class goes live. No. Let's stick this while it does its searchy thing. Here we go. So my class, I've been watching the videos in breaks today. I had a couple of cancellations, so parked up and watched them. Interesting so far. Oh, that's cool. 2 days, 4 hours, 12 minutes, and 5 seconds till my class is live. There you go. You've got to be signed up for the Scrapbooking Fun Summit. And hello, Diane. How are you? And you've really got to sign up for it and get the emails. Like, check your emails. They send you an email when each day starts, remembering that it's Eastern Daylight Time in the continental US. So it is a lot different to Australian Eastern Standard Time, which we're on. Hello, Tanya. How are you? So here we go. Just going to burnish this lightly to start with so that then we can just get this card in here. We're not sticking it all the way in, remember? So it will be flatter once you get actual photos on here. I will make a cat one. I'll have to make a cat one. I should make one for Bibi. Bibi was my Siamese I had as a teenager. She was beautiful. She was a round-faced Siamese, and she wasn't a talkative cat. Okay, and then let's go back this way. Right. Rightio. There we are. Look at that. How beautiful. Okay. So let's make our covers. What are we up for time? Oh my God. We might be doing 2 hours. I know I said an hour and a half, but we might do 2. So for your covers, you have got 2 pieces of the denim. So that's Cutest Farm. It's actual farm. Paper 1. And you've got 1 piece of Cats and Dogs number 3, which we call dark blue. So let me just get, it is this one. See, I got them all typed down. I watched the day 1 classes of the summit, and I'm just going through the Q&As. It's been very interesting, and I've learned a couple of things. Yes, we are 14 hours ahead. Yes. When you get the email, all the links for the day are on it, and it's simple to connect and watch. Yep. Did giggle on the Summit Facebook page as someone had a question for you, and the moderator replied there would be a delay in you responding because it was the middle of the night in Australia at times. Oh, it was actually a question for Alicia McNamara, because it flashed up on my screen today, and I went, my class hasn't been. And then I went, oh, has my class been? Oh, no, what's going on? Oh, and then, no, it wasn't me. It was Alicia McNamara. So it's okay. Yeah. It wasn't my class. So I've got 2 pieces of Cutest Farm paper number 1. Got 2 bits, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to get them, and we need to cut them to 10.5 by 12. And I think we do 10.5 from the top here down, so the lines go up and down, and it looks like how denim goes. I don't think it needs to go that way. I think it needs to be with the lines going up and down, because that's how my jeans go. So I've got them together, and I want 10.5 by 12. Go in the scrap pile. Okay. So what I've been doing lately with my mini books is I have actually been sticking them together with bigger pieces than I need, and then starting from the middle and going out and just having those scraps that I use in the books. I am finding that I'm getting a nicer spine by not having to do the math, because occasionally I get the math wrong. I love the math, but occasionally I muck up the math and I go, well, what was the point of that? So, especially when I've got a kid that comes in and goes, Mum, 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 or a kid rings me. Currently got a child traveling. So, always got a kid traveling. Yes, people were having trouble getting Alicia McNamara's freebie. Okay. So when our class goes up, and on the day that you get to access ours or mine, on my page, the link will take you to my page, right? On my page, you've got your instruction sheet you can download. You can save that to your computer. It's a PDF, or you can print it. And then you've got how to get your freebie. So if you click on that, your freebie, the freebie link on my page, my Alicia Redshaw page on the Scrapbooking Fun Summit website, it will take you to a page on our website where you put in your email, your first name, last name, and your email address. So when you do that, whether you're on our email list or not, what will happen is it will generate an email for you. If you type your email in incorrectly, it won't send you the email. You might have to do it again. If you have us spam filtered, or you have blocked us on your emails previously, you aren't going to get that email without contacting me. So, and I don't even know if I can open that up then. I'll have to check. I might not be able to. We might have to work together on that. If you have previously blocked us or unsubscribed, we might have to work together, you and I, or whoever you are and I, as a team, to get that to work. But you will get an email and it'll have a 20% off discount coupon, and with a link and the coupon code, and it will have the link to go and get your freebie. You either click on the box for your freebie or you click on the picture of the freebie. I think there's 3 places in the email to get the freebie and like 2 to get the discount. Something like that. But that's how ours works. Same with the VIP Fun Bundle. So I've burnished this piece of tape down the middle on one side. And then I've pulled the back off the tape and I'm putting some glue on. Not a lot, just a little. And I'm going to use the edge of the nozzle to spread it. Then I'm lining this up with my edge of my creative ruler. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to line this one up so it just overlaps a little. I kind of want it to be straight. I could eyeball it, but that's most likely not going to work. And look, I'm having trouble even with my glasses. Oh, bit of glue smush. Let's wipe it away. Let's wipe it off. Walk it off. Walk it off. But yeah, so I tried to make it as easy as possible for you to get both on the one email. Rightio. So then what we're going to do is we're going to turn that over. Just going to clean up the glue on here. Rightio. I had to subscribe again, so now I'll be doubling up on all the emails. If you use the same email address, Jacqueline, you shouldn't get a double up. You should only get it once. If you used a different email address, let me know and I can merge you. But if it's the same email address, you won't get double ups. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find, that's like, I'm just going to find the middle. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm going to sort of find the middle and make a mark. Right. Oh, wrong pencil. No one's got mine. And then we're going to open up our book. There is no picture for this one on the website. Yeah, I know. I get there eventually. And we're going to put tape on all of these, on both sides. All 4 sides of the big ones on both sides. You could trim the tape, but I don't. I hope they don't have a party after football. I don't mind it when they have a party like, you know, to 10 or 11, but not when they party till 2 or 3 in the morning. My interview for the Scrapbooking Fun Summit is at 8 o'clock Queensland time on Sunday morning. So 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the continental US on Saturday, but it's Sunday morning at 8 a.m. That is when that's when my live Q&A is, when they're interviewing me. I don't know what they're going to ask me. I have no idea. Does anyone know what they ask in the live Q&As? Oh, yeah. So let's burnish all those. So burnishing gets the air bubbles out, so there's less chance of deoxygenation. Yeah, oxygenation, where the air trapped in there actually can make the tape go off. Doesn't actually really happen with expressive tape the way it does with other brands of tape. That's why some tapes you'll see go brittle and yellow and fall off. But that's because they've not been good to start with as well. I think I've already done that side. How you started, what you do, then people comment and questions about your class as well. Oh, awesome. That's cool. Thank you, Jacqueline. It's the same email. Yeah, you shouldn't get double ups. Yeah. I think I'll miss it. We'll have a late night at the footy and then a 2.5 drive hour. I drive home from Melbourne, so may not see sunrise. Oh, yeah. Okay, so techniques in that as well. Okay. So we're going to start in the middle and work out. I just had no idea what they would ask. I think you can watch the Q&As. Can you watch them later? Are they saved in there or something? You can watch them for like a couple of hours or something, or I'm not sure. So we're peeling off tape and we're adding some glue. We're going to put this 1 inch from the edge. Please tell me I've bought the right size album cover. Yes. Oh, don't mind me. I cut my cover too big. It should be 10 inches, not 10.5 inches. That should be 10 inches. I wondered why I didn't have enough left. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect anything really. So then we're going to put in one of our spaces, and we want the word spacing up. I have waffled way too much in this class. Never going to get it finished. God, it's 8 o'clock. Okay, so we've got our spacer in with the writing the right side up, so it's the right width. And then we're going to slide this in. So that spacer gives our spine just the right amount of bendiness. It's a very technical term there. So see, that spacer gives us this bit here, this turn here. That one has got some cracks in it because it has been manhandled. It's just me. And then we're going to do the other one. We're going to get the spacer. So these two spacers come with your corner tool. So the writing the right way up. Just checking out the YouTube channel just before this class. There you go. Q&As are on the YouTube channel from the last summer. There you go. So the Q&A will stay there. Dear me. Do you reckon we make Q turn up so it's a Q&A with Q&A? And I don't know if I'm the one that's always got the answers either. Let's just be brutal. Shove that in there. Up against our ruler and up against our spaces. So if I had a brayer, now would be the time that I would, let's take our spaces out. Now would be the time that I would flip this over and I would run my brayer over it to make sure it was just right. Rightio. So now what we're going to do is going to get like, let me go back to the comments. Sorry, I missed stuff here. I joined for free and I have 24 hours to watch the classes for each day, and on Tracy's Sundays YouTube channel I can see the Q&A classes without going through the email links, so they may stay on longer. Ooh, do it a Q&A with Q&A. Yeah. Q&A turn up for a Q&A. Currently a discussion as to who's going to take his mum and Amelia Ann grocery shopping on Sunday. We'll probably both do it. So I'm going to come in with my T-ruler, my 12-inch T-ruler, which is 1 inch wide, and I'm actually going to just cut so it's 1 inch from the end. And then these two pieces. And yes, I'm using my creative design board. Do not cut on your creative design board if you do not want lines in it. I don't mind having score marks and cut lines on my design board. My design board is workhorse. If you want yours to be pristine, do not cut on it. Okay. So now I'm just going to come up here I'm just going to do myself a favour. As Molly always said, do yourself a favour. And I'm going to neaten this up. And I'm cutting on the wrong side here. My craft knife blade is as bent as it gets. It's got a serious bend in it. Right. I'm going to put that in my scraps as well, because that'll be handy, maybe. So then we're going to get our magic corner tool. This tool is the magic of making a mini book. So you sit it on the corner and you cut. And it gives you just the right miter. Now I made this with shapes. I love making stuff out of just basic shapes, like taking squares and circles and triangles and making other things from basic shapes. Chibi Cuts of the Month Club has got an interesting piece in it this month that's made out of, because they've started leaving, basic shapes. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to, you know, use our fingers or fold like this. It's had enough time. Don't do this before you've given these covers enough time to sort of cure a little bit. Let's see, we can put it over. I used to score the line, but I found that if I was using, our paper's different. My pattern paper is much, much better, I'm going to say. I found with some other brands that what was happening was the paper would just crack too much. So I do the sides first and then I do the ends, right? But let's have a look at our center. At this point in time is when I look at my center and go, I like it or I don't like it. Like, do I need to get a piece of paper like this and stick it over? Do I need that? I don't think I do. I think it's pretty awesome how it is. I think the denim's another one. If you saw the other week, can't show you now. If you saw the box that I made Milton, our oldest son, I made him a box using new Cutest garden papers, and it's a prototype memory box that we're making. It has got an edit. I just haven't had time to make up the second prototype with the edits. The leaves in Cutest Garden, they are perfect for this kind of thing. Okay, so we're pulling the tape up a little, and we're going to add some glue. Bit of glue, bit of glue. So we've got tape for grip, glue for slip. At least we've got our innards made. I have kind of bent that a bit there. Okay, so see here, I've got a bit of cracking because I was a bit boisterous. Dimensional Magic. Oh, I missed stuff. Evening, just got down to Benaraby in the cabin, now cooking dinner. Hope everyone enjoys the weekend. Sorry I won't be on Speedway tomorrow. Then Sunday I drove home and work all day. Oh wow, got some awesome chippies today in my mega parcel. Cool. So see here, so what you can do is, oh, the glue's going to come out. Look, it's a new one too. Pin is now, the needle is now useless for sewing. So you can get a little tiny bit of glossy accents. Just feather it down. And sometimes if I know a mini book is going to have a bit of treatment, you know, kid treatment, I will actually do this on some of the edges. And see, I just rub it back. So it's just the thinnest amount on there that creates a little bit of a seal. It's just if I know it's going to get a bit of a boisterous treatment. Okay, so let's burnish that. That is why I don't score along the edges anymore. And our paper's not prone to cracking either. So you imagine that with some of the other brands. Right. Especially in here. So see how it's a double layer? And it's mostly because this is a double layer in the middle here too. See how this is a double layer here? I just need to burnish that a bit more. Okay, so let's... Oh, might as well. I don't know why I pulled that off. Let's just pull them off. We can't lay it over because it's going to get stuck to things now. That's better. Oh, no glue. At least you couldn't see my facial expression then. Bit of glue. Bit of burnish. You could use, like if you were really concerned about the treatment of an album, you could get like your matte gel in a tube and you could put a thin layer of that on as kind of like a seal and support as well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a light, I'm not going to be nasty about this, we're just going to lightly, oh look at that. Right, let's do the ends. So now on the ends, I sort of roll them in just a touch. So when I'm bringing them across, I just roll it in so it's on just the slightest bit of an angle. Let's put some glue on this bit, and then I want just a touch of glue down here in the corner. Just a touch of glue. Not too much. And by rolling it in, it means I don't have this end bit sticking out. I get it sort of in a little. Okay, and that glue, we just want to push that glue down. Hold. Oh, I love this pattern for being nice and like seamless, and it doesn't show joins. I like the Dimensional Magic Gloss Shrink from the crack. I haven't thought of that before. Yep, it's just about sealing it. And, you know, putting something around the edges, like a bit of a, oh, geez, I didn't do the corner bits. Like something like matte gel, just to do a little bit of a seal. See how I'm just sort of, when I bring it in and crease it, I'm just rolling it in on the end just to try and get it so that it's not going to sort of stick out. Yeah, just sealing the edges would be a good idea. It's amazing what you can do with a light touch and some glossy accents or Dimensional Magic. I've been able to heal some oopsies, or when the kids have broken a project I've made them, just do some healing on the outside of a piece, or heal something in a canvas with it. Kids can be a little rough sometimes. Okay. So that's stuck down. We've dealt with our glues. Okay. And you got to keep your foam folder clean. You got to clean it all the time. Okay, so we've got that there. That's looking lovely. It's quite a big book. Now what we're going to do is the other part of our instruction, our dartboard. So we want two pieces that are 7 3/4 inches by 5 3/4. So we're going to go 7 3/4 inches. And then cross cut 5 3/4. So 1. These are our inside covers. 2. And then from this baby, we're going to do a 7 3/4. Let's cut the barcode off because we're being kind to our scrap pile by removing. Oh, not quite. What you been watching, darling?
The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills ended, so I've been watching Below Deck Under.
You were not allowed to watch that.
Yeah, but I haven't been watching it. I've just been reading a book.
Oh, you've been reading a book and it was on the background. So 7 3/4 by 4 1/4.
I'm going.
You're going to go get your brother to get you a milk, please. It's after 8 o'clock. Dearie me. Obviously, Noah's babysitting service is a little bit cruddy at the moment. Okay, the 2 big ones, we're going to go around the outside with some tape. So these 2, so our pages are going to get stuck on. I didn't even burnish them. Pages are just going to get stuck on. So these ones are going to get tape and glue because these are a little more structural because they're helping to hold the cover down. Dearie me. And then this small piece, 7 3/4 by 4 1/4. Let's just do the 2 long edges. This is like 24 mil tape. We're going to glue the rest. So let's burnish these. They are structural. We're going to stick it all together inside, and then what we're going to do is we're going to finish them with our photo mats and our pages, and then I'm going to show you what embellishments you get with the kit and how to put together, but I don't know if we're going to do all the stuff. Rightio. So, okay, so these, it's got a slight chevron, watercolor chevron. And I know these go one way and this goes the opposite, but you're really not going to see much of this. You're going to see like little tiny fragments. Okay, so let's not remove our tape yet. Let's put some glue along the top and the bottom. And then we're going to put some glue in here, but not near the edge. We don't want to go too close to the edge. So let's leave the tape on the sides. And we're going to try and center this. So we're looking at it. And if you're worried about finding the center and like keeping it central, what you could do, hello Rosie, how are you? What you could do is sort of whack your centering, like your creative ruler there. And the thing we really want to make sure of is that it's sort of centered top and bottom. Side to side isn't as crucial as having it sort of centered top and bottom. Like that. So now we're going to take the tape out. Yeah, it's got glue on it now. Just a bit glue smush. Okay. Before it dries, but we do have to, right, and you'll see these move in here, but that's okay. We want them to move. We want a little bit of give, like the whole physics of the thing, it's got to move. It can't just be something that lays flat and then when you bend it, it just bendifies. It doesn't work like that. That's why we have glue for slip and take the grip so that when we put it together, with that, it moves just a little. Okay, now we're going to do our covers. Let's get rid of that. $8.22 chromatic. Right. I like it that way. So now we're going to do same border, top, bottom, and side. Look at that. And then hope it lines up with our other piece over there. There we go. Okay, next. So the reason why we don't put a whole piece through the whole middle is because you need to have this bit go in the middle and have easing. Like it needs to be able to wrinkle in here and have a little bit of buckle. Like it's got to do that. So if we had one whole piece in, it wouldn't open and close very well. And I like my books to lay flat and then close nice. I'm too picky. Rightio. Same here. Oh gosh, I've got hair and glue and the tape. I like it that way. So same border, top, bottom, and side. And then we want to just make it line up with, there we go, with that. There we go. Now here's our bit we prepared earlier. So making the album cover at 8:25 at night is like, oh my God, I'm so late, you know, like we're never going to get it finished. And then I'm like, it's okay. I've already made the innards. We've already made the pages. Now, look at this. It just fits. Like it's a just fit. Okay? And when we put it in, I'm going to have a little bit of blue. So having a look. So this is the point where you have a look and you sort of suss out the lay of the land. You got a little bit top and bottom. And how much you've got top and bottom you got to look at. And then where it sits. So it just goes up to the edge of our piece of chipboard in the middle. Okay. So now what we're going to do is remove these. Because remember we burnished these as we went. Now, don't worry about the time. I will write a note for everyone that they can stay up late if needed. Love your work, Karen. Yeah, my kids stayed up late. Naomi said as long as I wasn't still on the video when she got home from work at 10:15 tonight. She didn't think that would be a very good use of time. They're still playing football. Rightio. So the center is the middle of this middle one, right? Oh, which is the front? I don't know. I like that. Do I like that? Oh, I like that. That's what the difference is. Obviously getting rather tired here. Rightio, so this kind of helps. Right. Because it means that we can sort of get the book. That's the middle. We know we have about that much showing. Maybe. About that much. I think. So then what I do is when I've got it where I want it, I can come along. So I've got some smush. Next, because this is a lay flat spine, be careful not to stress your it's an almost lay flat spine. Stress your folds by like gouging into them with the point of your bone folder. Rightio. So now let's move that out of the way and let's just gently turn it round. Do the first one here. Gonna look for the glue smush. There we go. And okay, interesting concept. Oh no, it's right at this end. It's not right at this end. Oh no, is it right at this end? No, it's not right at this end. What have I done? Okay, this is why we have
connections.
Yep. Glue. This is why we use tape and glue.
You can never have too much glue.
Yeah, I've got lots of glue.
What happened?
Well, it's not straight for some reason. It's in the wrong spot. It's too far over that way. I must have moved it. Okay. That's better.
Mum.
I think it was right.
Mum, Patricia Davis is saying
just say goodnight. Catch up with you all. Okay, night. Inwards. The innards are upside down. Oh no, I've turned them around. I missed the start of what looks to be an extremely interesting class. Yep, it's interesting. All right, Karen. I think I've got it right now.
How could the innards be upside down?
Well, at this point in time, the book can go either way.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I don't do the cover. I don't decorate the cover until I'm done. I decorate the cover probably almost last.
No, I do the cover before I do the inside.
Yeah, and that way the cover can be upside down.
No.
Oh no, we've got no flipping things in your book you're making.
Yes.
Right.
No flickies until I grab a piece of paper, cut it, and make a flicky.
Right. There we go.
Ooh.
Okay. I think we're right now.
Hey, Mum. Noah's babysitting service is out of order.
Oh, it's just crap.
I wouldn't use it again.
Neither would I.
Are you?
Probably not. I might have to add more glue later. We'll see. Okay, you're going to say goodnight to everyone. And then Mum can move on because Mum's made a bit of a naughty space.
Good night, hello, goodbye. I could stay here.
Okay. Get Noel to put you to bed, please. Okay. So.
Come on, time to go to bed, nearly. Yep, you start walking really slow.
Everyone say night night, sweetie.
I don't walk slow. You hear that?
Okay, so we're going to do the flip covers now. So if you have the issue I had where you have to pull it up a bit, just then let it be. And if you need to sort of glue it later, just glue it later, like before you give it to someone. So these flip covers. So the blue pieces are 6 inches by 4 inches, right? We're going to cut the 6-inch length first. And we need 10 of them because you're doing front and back. So you've got actually got 2 pieces of dark blue specifically for this purpose. I'll cut that way to get the absolute biggest scrap I can. You could cut these out neatly. You don't have to be dodgy like me. Okay. So the piece we'll do after this is we're going to do the pages. So I don't necessarily cut the middle out of the pages unless the page is just like a mat for a photo. Like if I'm doing like a smaller book and some of the pages are just covered with a photo, then what I do is I will cut the middle out if it's just like the page cover is a photo mat. Whereas with this book, the page covers are more along the lines of scrapbook pages. So they're more along the lines of an individual scrapbook page. So they don't necessarily get stuck on until they're completely finished. I hope that makes sense. So that if you want to wrap ribbon around it, if you're going to have a strip of paper that goes to the edge, you can just whack it on and away you go. apparently last year in the Scrapbooking Fun Summit, some people did mini book classes. I don't think this is what they did. I'm thinking in 30 minutes you can't do this. Okay. It's looking pretty good. See, even though I pulled it up, we still had enough glue for slip and tape for grip. And that's what you need to do, is before you get too excited, you've kind of got to look at it and go, okay, is this working or is it not? Now, I've got a confession to make. Originally, these flippers were a different size, but they would have required twice as much cardstock for photo matting. By taking 1/4 of an inch off 2 sides of the flippers, I saved 3 pieces of pattern paper. Actually, I saved more than that. Yeah, I saved 3 pieces of pattern paper. That's what I saved. So, yeah, we saved a lot by 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch makes a huge difference. So I'm putting these on. Righto. So our pages are made out of, I saw one of Mini Malm that was folded into a little box. Oh, that's cool. I've been watching the Scrapbooking Fun Summit classes, and it's interesting that they do not use tape. They use glue for everything. Oh, that's scary stuff, isn't it? So, small photo mats, photographs, denim, page covers. Page covers is next. So, page covers are from Super Fun Times number 5, Nautical Dreams number 1. This is Super Fun Times number 5 as well. And Super Fun Times number 2. So I have got them all cut, except for, I think, one lot. Oh no, I've got too many. Oh, I cut too many. That is interesting. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, I've said to cut 20 of those. I made a bit of a mistake there. Let me edit that. Okay, I've already made the kit. We've already sold the kit. One of the Scrapbooks was just over an hour. One was 40 minutes, another 30 minutes, and the others were around 20 to 25. Oh, it's an infinity box video. Oh, they told me I had a maximum of 30 minutes. Has anyone bought that kit yet? If no one's bought the kit, we'll edit the kit. Okay, I'm going to show you what I did with this piece of paper in particular. How did I end up with so much extra? Complete and utter miscalculation there. So with this piece of paper, number 5, to cut the piece that is for the covers, page covers, we only need 10 of them. So I've cut it on this side. Okay, I've cut it on the chevron side, and I've come down 7 1/4 inches, and then I've cut it 5 1/4 inches here. So then I've got my chevron pieces, and then I've come along another 5 1/4 inches and cut it, and then flip that over, and that's how I've got the blue piece. If no one has bought the book yet, what I will do is we don't have enough photo mats. Okay. I will edit the kit. If no one buys the kit before I edit it, I'll take it out and reduce the price. If not, you've just got plenty of paper. Just got lots of extra paper that you don't really need. You've just got an extra yellow and 2 extras of this, which it's okay. So the photos that there are 16 of is these 4-inch by 4-inch ones. So they're matted with the scraps from making these page covers, right? So you end up with 4 yellow ones and a whole heap of blue ones. You'll also be able to make red ones and chevron ones and all sorts of ones as well. But that's what I've done so far. So what you need to do is look at it and go, okay, so I'm going to put that one on there. So where you've got the blue, you'll have to put a yellow. So where you have the blue, you make sure you put a yellow. Right? Or you put nothing. So that you end up being able to, there you go, so that you don't have blue pages and blue photo mats, okay? And the photo mats are just from the strip at the end. You cut the barcode off. I will show you. I think it's going to leave the paper in. Cut the barcode off. And then you do 4 1/4 by, well, I'm actually going to do 8 1/2 and then cut it in half. And 4 1/4. I know it's a long one. And your dog might be a girl. But you can change it. Okay. So what I would do is I would go through and you would we're doing photo mats now, aren't we? Small photo mats. Sorry. I would go through and you don't mat these small photos or your small photos or whatever photos you decide to use. You might decide you're going to put like 5x7s on these, or you're going to put 4x6s. Actually, I'm going to leave that extra paper in the kit. You might decide you want to put, so I actually think that would look good. Well, actually, it would be better if they were smaller. Let's go through and put these in. One on every page. There. And I always put photos on the inside covers. Yeah. And this is how I make a book. And I probably got too many photos. No, I don't. I have 2 left, which I actually think a photo on the front. Where's my box of bits and bobs? Maybe not. Oh, look, I could just have fun here all day. Oh, I saw something I was going to put on here. Sorry. Dogs are cute. So that's cover. Maybe. Okay. So let's put that on the side. But I actually think on the front cover, I think Matt, the photo on the blue spot. There's still a blue spot photo. Oh, I love this. Don't put the bow tie on. Okay, I think that's a cool color. And I would say what I would do is, personally, the Q&As I've watched have gone for about 40 to 50 minutes. Oh, that's okay. As long as I do, I head to grocery shopping by, I'm going to put the photos back up. As long as I head to grocery shopping by 9 o'clock or 9:15 on Sunday. So that's my front cover. Oh, cratamajig. See, I like that. So you actually get in your kit the puppy love, and you get 3 of the arrows, and then you get this little tabby thing. So I thought like that in here. And then you could fill the star with one of your other scraps. And then you get the 2 plays. You get the color cuts and the tags. There's a lot in the kit. It's $69.95, but I'm going to say I tried to get as much as I could in this kit. And there's a lot of paper. You get these little footprints. Let me take them out of the pocket. So I know they're there. Might use them. We're not going to finish the whole album, but. And then you get a sheet of the paper number 3 from Cats and Dogs to Fussy Cut, and then you get the tag sheet and then the Fussy Cut editions. Now, I haven't cut into one of these yet. And I've got a couple of these bigger pieces, which I'm probably going to put on the inside covers at this stage, maybe. So I've got a couple of bigger pieces left that I'd already cut. And I've got a piece of this as well. But what I thought with this was I would use it on some of the pages as strips and things. But I'm thinking this side and the paw prints. Because the maroon doesn't go with anything I've done. Then, there's our scrap pile. I'm going to go through what I'm going to do with those. So with these, and that's why I've cut the barcodes off as I've gone, so that say, let's just leave that there. Say we come to this one. Okay, and I can go, oh, look at that. That's a cool strip. I'm going to put the strip down there. I'm going to put my photo there. And then, oh, look, I got a bit of yellow. Oh, yellow is the wrong colour. It is the wrong colour for that one. Oh, look, a piece of denim from my cover. There and there. Like that. And then what I can do is I can get like one of my little paw prints. And I can put a paw print here. I think I'm going to paint all the chipboard black. And then I'm going to use the black scraps with a white pen to offset against the white on the color cards for my journaling. So I've got all these strips left over like this to put as journaling blocks, and then mat the journaling blocks in contrasting colors to what the page is. And then, you know, got words, and then got lots of cool bits and bobs to put on the page. Maybe not that there, maybe that there, that there. Oh, okay. Sorry, what paper were the page covers and small photo mats? Okay, so page covers are Nautical Dreams 1. They are Super Fun Times 5. Super Fun Times 2. Yep, they're the 3. Because some of the pages are red chevron and some of them are blue. So some of them are this side and some of them are this side. Okay? And then, so they're the 3 papers that the page covers are out of. Then you've got the photo mats are out of the strippy scrap from the Super Fun Time 5 and 2. So they're the little photo mats are out of those. And you only get 4 yellow ones, but you do have a bit of yellow left over. You have this much yellow left over that you could do another one with. But I'm actually thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one in there. And I'm going to put this one in here. I've got one in there. But yeah, I'm going to paint all the chipboard black. And then just work my way through this pile of scraps because it's all cut into strips and bits. But what would look really nice is I've got a circle punch, and I reckon like little circle tabs. Oh, I'm going to show you what I mean. What one do I want? Oh, let's cut it halfway. Like you could use any punch. Use a cutting die. This one here, that there, like that, and then like that, and then our let's go over there. And we put this on here like it's holding the photo in place. We've got a house. I don't know. Thank you, Di. Thank you, Deborah. But yeah, so you've got lots of bits left over. I'm kind of glad I miscalculated with the page covers, because if I hadn't, you wouldn't be able to do different size photos, and you wouldn't be able to put something on. Let's just keep that in there. Put something on the front cover like that, which I'd forgotten about. I'd forgotten about putting something on the front cover. But I do think that this would be really nice on some of the pages and some of this. Oh, one more thing. So with the tag sheet, where's the tag sheet? So with the tag sheet, I didn't have the right size hole punch for all the holes. So what I did was I just punched the hole I had, and then not where it's widest, where you've punched as close to the edge as possible without going over the edge. And I just use the tip of my fussy cutting scissors and just take little bites around, moving the tag. If I take too big a bite, I end up with a dog leg. But I've just taken little bites around and made the circle work. On the edge of the circle there. These are printed with our pigment printer, so the print doesn't crack. They're not photocopied or anything like other brands do. They are actually proper pigment printed. So they're really, really nice to cut. And there we go. That's how you can see I've taken little bites. That's how I do my little tags. You can see when we do our tags, what we can do. We'll do that there. We could make these pockets and put the tag in the pocket. So you could stick these on, not stick it at the top, and then make it little pockets. Or you can use them. I love this one with a footprint. And then you can use them as part of a little embellishment cluster. Like that. This one's got little tiny red dots. You see them? Yeah, is it going to focus? They're tiny little red dots on there. But yeah. So you got lots of options. But what I will do is I will make an album in the Creative Family group where everyone can share their finished Puppy Love mini book. Just going to leave those bits in there because those bits are for that page. And take that paw print out. There we go. And that's our book. I actually think this is going to look good with a piece in there. You can make more flippy things. Oh, and don't forget, we've got all these with our photos. Don't forget to put your photos on those guys in there. Might have to watch the video a couple of times as you put it together. It's going to take you more than 2 hours to put the book together. I have spent hours and hours on this morning as well. While I was making sure my child didn't get any worse than what he was. Rest was the biggest thing, I think, with having a child in year 12. It's a bit too stressful. He's got a uni exam on Monday, and his lecturer wants to put the exam on at 9 o'clock in the morning, and she's forgetting that she's not allowed to force him to do an exam at 9 o'clock on Monday morning because he's a school student. Yeah. So I think this weekend what I've got to do is go through and I've got to paint all my chipboard black. I'm going to do all my chipboard black. And then I've just got to start sticking it together. So there we are. Thank you, Tina. So thank you. Oh, hello, Tina. So thank you for watching along. These new things and the color cuts are in the online store. There, just put that over there. And yeah, I hope you like that. It's a different spine to the ones we've done before. I've actually done this spine before back in 2021. We did the 3-hour mini book class. It was a lot smaller. Eric has been sick all week too. Got a doctor's certificate to cover him today. Oh, no, it was only today. He woke up this morning and he was not good. Thank you, Ree. I hope Eric is feeling better soon, Lisa. Thank you, Karen. So thank you, everyone. Yeah. He's been resting, but, you know, he's got a lot on. All he was doing today was he was laying on the couch and just getting the lectures from uni just to play through, trying to subliminally absorb what she was saying. So I'm hoping that worked. He thought that might be, you know, he didn't feel like he was wasting his time while he was laying around resting. So thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed the class. And I'll make the album tomorrow. I'll take some pictures of where we're at now, and then I'll try and finish it over the weekend. No promises. I've got a million things on. I've got quite a few books now to finish, but I'll get there. I will make it. So take care. Stay safe. Love you all. Eric had a flu, not COVID, so sick, getting better though. Yeah, Noah didn't have COVID this time. It was when Noah had COVID, I made another album back in 2021. But no, he has not got COVID, thank goodness. Thank goodness for that. We do not want to deal with that this time. Not again. So take care, stay safe. Love you all. And thank you so very, very much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the class. And we'll see you over the weekend. I will, Tina. I'm just hoping he just pulls up a bit better in the morning after resting today. I was actually hoping to get him through school today before he had to take a day, but he wasn't. You couldn't send him to school this morning. He wasn't sick Thursday, but you just couldn't send him today. It was wrong. But yeah. So take care. See you all. Thank you. Bye.